Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Press Box. I'm Steve Tappa. This is my boss, Marc Nesseler. This is a weekly presentation of the Dispatch and the Rock Island Argus, and sponsored by Zeglin's. This is the final week of the Press Box, though, and boy, there is a lot to cover.
Yeah, well, it's been a long season already, but now it gets really great.
Great.
We got the end of the Big Six, the 10th week, which is already decided, and usually every week on the Press Box we delve into the matchups, but I think there's so much more out there on this Friday night that, Rock Island, Moline, Quincy Alleman, Galesburg, and UT kind of take a back seat to what else is out there this week.
Yeah, boy, there's so much to hit on, I guess.
Where do you start?
As we were saying, I guess first off, what game would you most like to be at?
Wow. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is the Riverdale Regional Final. I mean, Rock Ridge and Kewanee playing for a regional final, that's just maddening to me because both of those, to me, are capable of going to state.
Yep.
I mean, you've got, Rock Ridge with one loss, Kewanee, the other co-champion, and they didn't meet, I don't believe, in the Three Rivers. One's the East champion, one's or North-South champions.
East-West.
East-West, yeah. Yep. And it's going to be on a neutral floor at Riverdale. To me, that's, Rock Ridge.
And they got star power.
And
Oliver and Heath.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But the thing is with Rock Ridge, they're so much more than Brian Heath as they've come to this point. I think you look back at that loss to Richwoods back in January, and I think that might have been the best thing. They play really well when they're not distracted by things. The Brian Heath 2,000-point thing, it took him 3 games to get there. He only needed, the 17. He didn't get 17. But now that's gone. So now, to me, with Johnson and Martin and Whiteman and Heath, all them people playing well together at this point, I think might be just too much for Kewanee. But I think, to me, that might be the game.
Classic matchup.
There's,
Well, and I was going to say my pick would be if I had my druthers and I've got a good game. I'm going to be at Rocky Moline. That's a classic matchup. Rocky's already clinched the title, but Moline, you can bet, is going to be gunning for him. And, of course, they hope to meet a week later in the regional final. But if I had my druthers, it would be go to state, watch Prophetstown, Don Robinson
it doesn't have to be a boys basketball game, girls basketball.
Yeah.
You got Prophetstown playing at, I believe, noon against Maui Aqua Central A&M.
Yep.
They finished second, so they're motivated to.
They finished second in 2A.
Now they're in 1A
this year.
And I thought from the very beginning of the season, when I saw that they, could go 1A, to me, just the stumbling block as I saw as he went along was Anawan. And that was the big super sectional matchup. They got past that, and I think all roads point to Prophetstown for a state title. But like you said, that's a great game to take in.
Well, and they have been all season. I mean, the AP State Rankings panel, we've had them number one all season. But that said, they're facing a Final Four with 1, 2, and 3 in it. So I think we did okay on the panel.
Yeah. How about this one?
Sure.
Stay away from boys basketball, girls basketball. Let's go college basketball.
Yes.
That's right in town Friday night, and that might
Saturday, hopefully.
And Saturday, yeah.
Saturday,
if they win, but that might be the best of the whole bunch because you got Augustana in the CCIW tournament, the final, the best 4 teams in the league. You got Augustana playing North Central. You got Illinois Wesleyan playing Elmhurst, and
4 of the top 8 teams.
Yes. In the region.
In the region.
And Augustana's number 1 in the region. They're playing to host the first round of the Division III.
Already in, but they're playing to host.
Right, and wouldn't that be exciting?
That would be.
If we had a press box next week, we would say that. Although next week we have the regionals starting. And as we called it last week, with a slight twist, Rock Island 1, we had Moline 3 and Ottawa 2. That flip-flopped. UT 4, Pekin 5. So if UT does beat Pekin in that 4-5 first game, they would match up again with Rock Island, and they played them to a 3-point game?
Yeah, just here
at Rock Island,
last week,
so,
or 2 weeks ago, I should say.
So gosh,
great stuff, just great stuff on tap. I mean, Moline, Rock Island, great, border rival. You got UT and Galesburg facing off. Both of those teams want to head into the postseason on a high note. Alleman's got Quincy. There's nothing on stake as far as the Big Six goes, but those are going to be great games.
We can't clone ourselves 5 or 6 times to go to all these games, but what we can do is we have the staff to cover those games. Go to Twitter. We have our Twitter handles. We post them.
Live scoring feeds,
and the live scoring feed too. So there is a way. Yeah. There is a way you can
You can be at all of them.
Sort of be at all
of them.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Say you're at all of them, so even though you might not be. You could be sitting at home like Todd Meiser and watching all the games.
There you go.
That's right. Hey, by the way, we should thank Todd Meisner and the photo staff for all their great work this season on the press box. Much appreciated, guys, and hopefully we see you fans at a ball game this weekend, and if not, we'll see you
and Zeglin's
next fall on the Zeglin's.
Thank you so much for Zeglin's for sponsoring us all season here in the press box.
Exactly. We'll see you back here next fall for football on the press box.